Hey everybody, welcome to Carbon's DIY Garage. I'm going to say right up front, this video is not sponsored. But I know there's a lot of interest in these types of products, so I wanted to go ahead and make a quick video about it to show this to you. And I've done a previous video where I've got a wireless adapter for CarPlay for my Jeep JKU, and that works really well, but it's really just a wireless adapter, so you already have to have a radio that has CarPlay on it. And we have this 2015 Dodge Grand Caravan that does not have CarPlay. I don't really want to go and replace the head unit just to get one with CarPlay. So I did a little bit of searching on Amazon and found that there are devices like this one that has CarPlay on a separate device that you can Bluetooth to from your phone, and you don't have to replace your head unit to get CarPlay in the car. So that's what I'm showing you today. Link to the particular one that I'm going to show you is in the video description. Again, this is not sponsored. You can take a look at it, search for others through the Amazon link, whatever you want to do. But first, let me go ahead and unbox this. We're doing this the first time together, so I don't know what's in the box. So let's see, get the box open. Right on the top is the display unit itself, and this one paid a little bit more because with it you can get a dash camera on the back, so it'll be facing outside the windshield, and then it comes with this mounting plate on the back of it. So this is the I think it's 9.25-inch display. Set that there. So really nicely boxed, and then down below you've got everything else. So it comes with a suction cup mount use on the windshield. It comes with a rear camera with a whole lot of wiring. The van already has a rear bumper camera, so I'm not going to install this, but you could wire this up and plug it into the display so you can take a look at the cameras as well. And then you've got power adapter. Now this one is a cigarette lighter adapter, which is I'm not so sure about that. I maybe wish it had just been a long USB-C cable and I could plug it into the ports that are already in the van. But anyway, that's what it comes with, and it's quite a long power cable. Spudging tool to help you get some of your trim panels free, so you can hide some of the cables. Let's see, let's go inside here. So a sticky sheet, so if you want to mount, I guess it's a spare for the display, the tool, and then what is this? It's just, it's an aux cable, because you can plug into the aux on your radio, your head unit, to play the audio instead of the speakers that are on this. Play it into the vehicle, and then you've also got some little hold down tabs. That'll be cool. A plate that you can use, I assume, for the suction cup. Well, a pretty thick instruction manual, probably in a bunch of different languages. Warranty card, and that's it. That's what comes with it. All the pieces there. So now I'm going to transition over to the van, and we'll see if we can get this hooked up. Another nice thing, in theory anyways, you can connect this Bluetooth to the head unit of the radio. So in this case, we have Uconnect in the Grand Caravan. So in theory, you can Bluetooth this to the radio and then play the audio from CarPlay or whatever out of the van. And this also has Android Auto, and I actually have a really old Android phone. I'm gonna see if I can get that to work as well. So let's go try and set it up and see how this goes. All right, so first let's just go ahead and get it kind of sort of installed. I'll do a permanent installation later, assuming that this goes the way I want it to. So I actually already have a suction mount in the van, and the nice thing is that the device comes with a ball type attachment on the back of it on the mounting plate. So I slipped the mounting plate off already, the one that was attached when I pulled it out of the box, and I can just remove the plate from the ball. Just unscrew the back like this, and then you can put the little screw thing on there, and then put this plate that came with the new display, and kind of lock it and tighten it down a little bit. Let's see, there's the on the display. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. It's just a piece of plastic over the camera, and then I'll just line this up and slide it down to lock it in. One thing I was worried about is how heavy is this going to be? Is it going to be able to hold up here with the suction mount that I've already got? Let's see. Tightened up. Yeah, so I think it's okay. I could also use that hard mount that it came with and glue it basically right to the top here. Or the same sort of thing. I can glue the little circular disc to the top here and use the suction mount. But for now, I'm just going to go with that. Then I'm going to plug in the 12-volt adapter into the cigarette lighter here in the Jeep, in the van, and plug that in. I should mention it comes with a, I think a 64 gigabyte mini SD card. It's already installed here, so you can record your dash cam videos. I plugged it in, and it's already powered itself on. And it's already saying that it's starting recording. Let me take the screen cover off. So there's that. I don't know how well it's coming out on the video, but it is nice and clear and bright right here. And you can see the red dot there. It's already recording video. It's got the mini SD card installed, Bluetooth, things like that. So this is the home screen. It's where we are right now. You can change the brightness, you can change the volume, and then you can go look at the video. So there's first looking at it for the first time ever, the forward-looking dash cam, and that's pretty awesome. One thing is that the dash camera is right here, and it's a 170-degree field of view of the camera. So of course, the mount blocks a good third of the video. So I think that's kind of a downside to having the dash camera on the back of this thing, I think, in general, because no matter where you put the mount, you're going to be seeing it. So that's kind of one thing I was worried about, and sure enough, it's going to be kind of annoying, I think, to the usefulness of this part of the video. Something happens over here, you're not really going to get it on video. But let's see. Let's go back to home. And now I have my Android phone with me, so let's go and see about hooking that up. Switch to Android Auto, confirm. Now it's telling me what to do. So go to settings. And I'm an iPhone user, so this is going to be a first time for me. So settings, go to connected devices. Bluetooth is already on, so pair a new device. And then it's the, let's see, the T86 Pro, and that's what I'm looking for. So there's that, and it's pairing. And yes, I want to pair. Android Auto is available in this car. So it's installing Android Auto. So I guess we're going to wait for that. Okay, Android Auto is running. Welcome to Android Auto. Requires permissions. Okay. Continue. So again, I'm not an Android Auto user, not an Android user, but it looks like it is working fine. Bring up maps. Oh, and then over here you can, that's your menu to get back to the main screen for the device. Okay, and I know why this is not working with Google Maps. It is because I don't actually have a SIM card in this. I don't have a cellular plan with this. And just like with CarPlay, the wireless CarPlay in my Jeep, you have Wi-Fi is disabled when you're using the Bluetooth to talk to CarPlay. And so I need to have a cell plan in order to get the cellular data connection for Android Auto. So it looks like Android Auto is working just fine. I just don't have a cellular data plan, but when I check out my iPhone, that should all work just fine. But let's go back to the home screen. So let's take a look at the forward camera. We already did that. So let's take a picture, and it should have been recording now long enough to where we can probably go do some playback. Let's see, disconnect from Android Auto first. Okay, now I've gotten out of Android Auto. I just turned the phone to airplane mode to to turn that off. You do have to be out of Android Auto and I assume CarPlay if you want to look at playback of any videos. So hit playback. It's turned off the recording. I can go look at videos and pull this one up, and there it is. Right now it looks like it's set to record just 10 seconds at a time, but I know you can change the recording length. Oh, here we go. So it's set for 1 minute at a time. And then we can go, I did take one picture, so you can pull up the picture. So that is all looking good. Go back to the main screen. You can change all the settings here, and that includes things like how you're driving, how long you record for, some things related to the backup camera, all sorts of things, date, time, storage information, all that sort of stuff. And back on the home screen, you can also do Android casting and where is it? And then also AirPlay. So you can basically screencast your phone if you want to watch a YouTube video or something else straight from your phone. You can do that too. Bluetooth music, you can basically use your phone as a Bluetooth speaker if you want to do that. And audio output here looks like you can connect. You can use the speaker for audio output. You can use Bluetooth, FM radio, or the aux cable. Okay, so just to now try to do it with CarPlay, first I'm going to go to Settings, and I'm going to do Clear Connections just to wipe out everything that it's got in memory for Bluetooth, just to kind of start over from scratch. And then, so if you run into any issues pairing, that's probably a good thing to do too. Just clear it all out and start over from scratch. We're here, so now I'm going to go to CarPlay, and the same sort of thing with the Android. So you want to connect to the Bluetooth. So I go to my Bluetooth on my phone, and it's got the T86 Pro. Same thing, it tells me to connect. So now ask me if I want to pair it, and I do. Allow it to connect to favorites, and allow it to connect to CarPlay. So we hit connect, and let's see, it should connect. There it goes. And there, so CarPlay, just like what I'm used to, but let's see, does it have the same? So I've got a data plan on my phone, obviously, so I'm going to go, let's see, let's pull up the radar, the weather radar, and let's go look somewhere. So there's clouds there in Indiana. Zoom in a little bit. So we've got updated weather, so definitely have a data plan going there. So that works. It's like CarPlay is working just fine, just like what I'm used to in the Jeep. I hit the smart screen button, and it takes me back to this page. So CarPlay looks like it's all hooked up, easy, ready to go. Let's go over to AirPlay since we've got the iPhone, and AirPlay is, what did it say? CarPlay is connected, so disconnect from that first. So let me go ahead and disconnect from CarPlay. So on my phone, I think to disconnect from CarPlay, I can go to Settings, CarPlay, and then it's the smart screen, and I can turn off CarPlay. So it's disconnected now from CarPlay. So now I should be able to go hit AirPlay, and it's confirmed. Go to AirPlay mode, and now it says to connect a Wi-Fi connection to that particular AirPlay Wi-Fi service that it is telling me. So we'll connect to that, and it is connected. So now I should be able to do screen mirroring to the smart screen, and there it is. So AirPlay is working just fine, and I'm assuming Android Cast is basically the same thing. So I'll turn off mirroring. So that all works, and just to show you that mirroring is working, so I've got it actually showing one of my previous YouTube videos where my old head unit was going nuts, but you see it's playing on YouTube, screen mirroring. It works well, and there's not really any audio on this one, but you can hear there is audio coming out from the display unit. So the only other thing to try to do is get the audio output, instead of being from the speaker, to be from the van itself.
Okay, so the audio output is a little bit more effort to figure out. Everything else is really straightforward, but audio output, the speaker part, that's easy. You could just kind of have it go to the speaker. That's pretty straightforward. I haven't tried the FM or the aux. The aux cable should be pretty straightforward. It just comes out and plugs into your radio. Got an aux port right here on the radio if I wanted to do that. Um, Bluetooth audio. So you need to turn off CarPlay, Bluetooth on your phone or Android Auto, I assume the same. Turn those off so that you can connect your Bluetooth to the head unit. So in this case, it's Uconnect. Um, so essentially, you connect your phone to the Uconnect first, and then you have a good connection between obviously between your phone and your radio, and then you can go, and that's it. Then it's just giving you directions. It's not going to tell you if you're successful or not. It just tells you to connect your phone to the radio. But the only way that I could get my phone to actually connect is to first disconnect the Bluetooth from this device. Then I can go back to the home, go back to CarPlay, and get the CarPlay connection going. So make sure that you have Bluetooth connected to the device. Make sure that you have CarPlay turned on for the device in your settings. And then you have Bluetooth between the device and your phone, and Bluetooth between your phone and the head unit. So now it's kind of crummy with YouTube videos. So I can pull up Amazon Music here on the unit, hit play. It's Natural by Imagine Dragons, happens to be what's up, and wait for a couple seconds. And now you've got the audio is coming out through the speakers in the van. So it all does work. There's that couple of second delay always with Bluetooth, especially or with Bluetooth, because it's going Bluetooth from here to your phone and Bluetooth to the car. So if you're going to use it for navigation, keep that in mind. Maybe for navigation, you want it to just be coming out of the speaker. That way you don't have the double bouncing in Bluetooth, but it does work. It is pretty straightforward once you figure out a little bit of the nuances.
It's the next day. I took it for a test drive last night, played with it a bit more to try to get some final thoughts. Overall, I really like this device. I did not have to replace the radio head unit to get CarPlay and Android Auto, both of those working, and actually screen mirroring as well for both the Android and the iPhone. Working in here, 9.25-inch screen. I really like it. Highly recommend it. Link is in the video description. That said, there are some drawbacks that I want to point out, either for this device or just generically, I'm not sure. But when you go look for these devices, these are things you should maybe consider. First of all, you'll note that the date and time, if you've been paying attention through the video, it's actually first couple days of January that I'm recording this. The default is sometime in February. And because this is not hardwired into, I don't know, just the way the device works, when you remove power from the device, it resets the date and time.
Now, this is true when I first got this particular device. It may not be true with the device that you get, but if it does happen to you, you can email their support team. They're very responsive, and ask them about a firmware update for your device. You'll need to send them a screenshot of your current firmware version that's easy to get to in the system settings, and they will send you information how to update your firmware. And I did that. It's very simple to do. That fixes this problem, and now it remains the correct date and time even after you power it off.
Pinch zooming does not work on this particular device. So if you want to zoom in on a photo or a map or something, it just doesn't work. You're going to have to use the push buttons to change the zoom if the particular app has those. You can connect audio output a couple different ways, as I showed you earlier. You can use FM. I did get that to work, and it works. It's straightforward. But there's a lot of static, at least with this van. It was not very clear audio, so I'm probably never going to use that in real life. You can see in the setup now that I've got, it's actually using the aux cable to go into the radio. And that, you just plug in the cable and it just works. And the audio output is selected aux, and it's great. And it works with the speakers on the van. The only other thing with that, though, with the device,
So CarPlay, when it's embedded with the radio, you can change the nav audio separate from the general music audio. And with this device, you cannot. And for some reason, at least for me and my phones, probably just in general, the nav audio is lower than the music. So if you want to hear the nav, you turn up the radio volume, but then as soon as the nav is done talking, your music's going to be super loud. And I think that's just something you're going to have to get used to and deal with, because you don't have separate volume settings for nav and for music. But the aux audio output input is great, and I think the number one reason for that is that Uconnect flat out sucks. It does in my Jeep, it does here in the Grand Caravan, and it's never been easy or user-friendly to use Uconnect. I did get it to work, but it was still spotty, and I don't think it's a fault at all for the Bluetooth on this new device. I think it's just Uconnect in general. One final thing to point out, so I started off the video, I had the suction mount on the windshield. I've actually just moved that same mount, so not the one that came with the device, but the one I had up there. I just moved it to be on top, and it's holding on. It's a sticky suction cup. So I didn't use the one that came with the device. That one will probably work just fine, if not better. But I've got it sitting down here, and you can see the arm is coming up from the bottom, and so now the dash camera is not seeing the arm, and so that is really good. And here, there's a video of it, so you can't see that arm anymore. You got a clear view all 170 degrees. So that was a pretty easy fix. And that is it for this video. It's longer than what I initially intended, but I wanted to show you all the details, some how-to in case you want some little instructions on how to set this up. And of course, I want to share everything I learned about it as I went along. So hopefully the video is helpful and useful. Don't know if you actually watched it this far, but I appreciate all of you that have. Thanks for your continued support of the channel. At this point in time, when I'm publishing this, we're almost to 5,000 subscribers. I appreciate all your support. Thumbs up if you like the video, and until the next time, some great content coming your way in the future. But until then, y'all take care and have a good one.